And I say, look, don't depend on the school. You can go to a bookstore and you can purchase Introduction to a Language. You can put it on your phone right now. They have these programs, Duolingo and things like that, where you can learn different languages. Rosetta Stone. I have all the languages from the Rosetta Stone on my computer.
That's good.
Because again, William Leo Hansberry, one of his greatest challenges was he couldn't pass the French exam to get his master's degree. He eventually did, but his wife, Myrtle Hansberry, she spoke French and German fluently.
Oh, wow.
And so that's how she helped him in the different types of books. So, that language acquisition is extremely important. We have to put this into our heads, and we have to be teaching our children. And one of the languages that we're going to have to learn to be able to be part of the future is Spanish.
Right.
This is just a communication piece. Spanish is going to be a large language in the future, and our children need to learn how to speak Spanish. That's going to be a practical world. Like I tell my daughter, who's a social worker, if you speak more than one language, you have twice the ability to get the job, because it means that you can handle Spanish clients and English clients. If you live in Brooklyn, you should study Haitian, because that's going to be a group that will come to you as a social worker. These are practical things that we've got to teach our children.
No question
about the future.
Right.
And language acquisition has to be something that we want to do, not something that we have to trudge through. It's part of life.
Yeah, because that's one of the reasons why a lot of Afro-American children don't become successful, is they don't understand that knowledge is power. And they feel that everything they're learning in school is a waste of time. And I mean, even when I was teaching white kids, all these kids, when they get to be a senior, they're going to be a doctor, and I haven't done nothing in 4 years. Do you hear me? They're going to be a lawyer. What have you done? What have you studied? Nothing. Get out of here. See, they don't understand that everything is progressive. You learn something now, you build on that, and then you can use it to make your life more successful in the future. But young people don't see that. And you'd be amazed at how many, young people in their 20s and 30s are always talking about, I wish I could have. No, you don't want to do that. Learn it now.
Yeah. The amounts of, wow. Realizing, that's why they say that youth is wasted on the young. Because if you could put what we have experienced and what we have gone through, like I think that there should be some type of vehicle, something where every person at the age of maturity, maybe 19 years of age, can be catapulted into the future and speak to himself or herself just before they die.
Wow.
And the question would be, what can I do better? Because nobody but you. You can get all the experts you want, but the real person you want to talk to is that person that you are. When you are at a mature level and you look back on all your strengths, your SWOT, strength, weakness, obstacles, threats, and look back and tell your young self what you need to do. Because Dr. Winters, I've heard so many people who are in their 60s who come upon this information and they say, I wish I had had this when I was a teenager, or I wish I had this when I was 20 or whenever. Because you just don't see it. Even now that I look back on my life, there were things that I just didn't see. One thing that we have to tell our children is going to be all right.
Yeah.
But you got to do some work. You have to have a work ethic. When ain't nobody watching you, when there's no teachers or parents, you got to be working on something. And always have a 10-year plan. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Well, this is good. This is good stuff, but I want to get this recorded for the actual webinar. So, so let's get